Hi Connie, I am going to start by saying a massive happy 60th birthday to you. I hope you really enjoyed your day of pampering and I have no doubt you will have a fabby night as you would say so yourself. I am truly sorry that I can't be there in person, but believe me, I am there with you both in heart and spirit. I know you understand my absence, but hopefully I will manage a wee trip to Scotland in the very near future and we can have another wee day of celebrations. Well, Connie, I don't know exactly where to start to reflect on your 60 years of life. The many adventures, some absolutely crazy, the many challenges and hills you climbed, and of course your personal achievements throughout those 60 years. It's been some journey. So Connie, here we go. This is not Eamon Andrews, but your much younger sister Grace, and with the help of a few others you will hear and see along the way in this presentation, we will present to you a whistle-stop tour of your 60 years. Connie, you were born on Friday, the 9th of February 1962 in Virginia, County Cavan. Your sister Heather remembers the nurse arriving with her case, and like magic you appeared. She still believes you came out of that case. You were the 5th child of the Taylor clan to be born, and you had 2 older sisters, Muriel and Heather, and 2 older brothers, Eric and Gregory, to spoil you. You were christened Connie, Virginia. In your case in particular, Connie, you have surely lived through to your name. When we think of the name Connie, it throws out qualities like being constant, steadfast, and determined, which are only some of the words or terms we could use to describe you, Connie. Onwards and upwards, some woman for one woman, and there for everyone. But then you are also a Friday child, loving and giving. I was always sure to have money, Connie, to pay for the 10 gold bond as long as I stuck with you. And who am I to tell where you actually got the money? You also have lived through to your star sign of Aquarius, as we know Aquarius people are advanced, self-reliant, clever, exceptional and optimistic. Connie, the day you arrived in the suitcase, Cliff Richard and the Shadows were number 1 in the charts with the young ones. However, they were knocked off the number 1 spot a week later by Elvis Presley singing Can't Help Falling in Love. Connie, your parents, Rose Marina and Eric, or rather more commonly known as Robert, RM or Bob, went on to have another 6 children. Karen, Lorraine, the twins Lindsay and Claire, and your little brother Jason, and of course me, Connie. So you turned out that you had 7 sisters and 3 brothers. I don't know if they just kept trying to have more and more like you, Connie, or spent years trying to make the perfect child. But as Mammy used to say, which one would you give back? We know she definitely wouldn't have given you back, Connie. Although you were born in Virginia in Cavan, Connie, you moved to Donegal with your family as a very young toddler. Hurricane Debbie had hit Ireland on the 16th of September 1961. The high winds brought significant destruction throughout Ireland, including bringing down many trees across the county of Donegal, which were to provide years of work for Dad and the family. Your first home in Donegal was in Lough Esk, a 2-storey house overlooking the lake, and this is where I was born. The family then rented a house under the Alt, where our Karen was born. The Faulkner brothers built us our new home in Trumman, a lovely bungalow. This is the house that seen the arrival of the twins and Jason. This was also the home where you would go on to make a lot of your childhood and teenage memories, Connie. We done a lot of dancing, dating, making friends, etc. while living in Trumman. Thank God for Prince, the dog, who regularly came to your aid when you would find a man with a car to get us home, and then use Prince to scare them off the yard in case Dad would wake, even though he probably wasn't even there half of the time. In 1985, sadly Mum and Dad and many of your siblings emigrated to Perth in Scotland. At this time, you and John McLaughlin had a wee cottage outside Balbafay, which you would make as a home for a couple of years. In 1987, you two emigrated to Perth, taking up residence in Balgowan with the family. You spent a few years in cottage number 23 in Balgowan. You then went on to build 2 new bungalows in Balgowan, which you sold before moving into your current home and venture, Kimberly Clark Guest House in Perth. Tried out quite a few. At the age of 3, you started school in Tullynut, as the school was short of numbers and they were trying to keep country schools open at that time. There you were joined with your sisters Muriel and Heather and Eric and Gregory. When the family moved to Trumman, you transferred with your siblings and me to Balmacilly National School. We were able to walk there most days, weather depending. When you were in 5th class, Balmacilly also closed down, and we were all moved to the Robertson National School in Ballintrae. God loved Mrs. Edgar. As you know, we didn't learn too much in Balmacilly. You then went on to boarding school in the Royal and Prior in Raphoe. You headed off on a Monday morning on a minibus and back on a Friday evening. While in Raphoe, you excelled at hockey, and you will always be remembered for your goalie skills. Not many could get past you, Connie. However, you and Mr. Cookman, the head man, did not see eye to eye, and trouble was brewing. I joined you in Raphoe for 1 year when you were doing your junior cert year. I really hated it, and I was so homesick, and I cried to get moved. We weren't allowed to go to the tech like other girls, as Daddy believed girls that went to the tech just smoked and chewed chewing gum. But thank God, after a lot of crying on my behalf, it was agreed we would go to the convent in Ballyshannon, where we did smoke and chew chewing gum. So in 1976, you started a convent in 5th year, me in 2nd year, and Karen was starting in 1st year. Karen remembers Mammy saying that she used the money she made selling the pigs that we got from Denny Travers, the 2 that runts, to buy the uniforms and the books for the 3 of us starting the convent. You made great friends, Connie, in both secondary schools and still keep contact with many of them on Facebook today. You were a true friend to many people. You did the office work. You were out collecting money around the country, getting in orders from around the country, and regularly travelled to Cork on a Monday morning, often having had no sleep the night before. You then started sharing your business skills with your childhood sweetheart, John McLaughlin, as you both renovated the pub and then reopened it. Karen remembers her and Seamus thumbing to Balbafay to make trays of sandwiches for the big reopening. You also toured the county, Connie, doing the bread run with John and making friends and acquaintances. In 1987, as I said earlier, you emigrated to Scotland, where you worked initially in Gregory's Mill in Balgowan. However, you soon came into your own and led out on your own business ventures, which were many. There was the timber fencing business, the haulage business. You worked with Eric and Callie Sawmills, the camper van hire, buying and running a successful guest house with Sandy, and now you've added to your business ventures Cafe Central. You are a respected businesswoman in Perth and across Scotland. Connie, when I think of the many achievements you've had in life, I just can't mention your business ventures, as there is so much more to you. I think of your adaptability skills throughout your life. I think of the physical and mental health challenges you encountered along your journey and how you learned to self-manage your own health. I think of the lifestyle changes you made following your heart attack, like stopping smoking, and in recent years out walking and cycling with Sandy. I think of your role as a mother and a grandmother, your long-term marriage with Sandy. I also think of how you supported all your siblings at different times in their lives when they were going through challenging, difficult times. I also think of your role as a supporter and carer for your mother. She knew you were there for her and knew who to ring if things weren't going according to plan. You were a rock for both your parents and all your siblings. You have definitely lived up to your name, Connie, in so many ways, and as a Friday child, you must be exhausted. Connie, I am now passing over to the love of your life, Sandy, who's going to say a few
I
words.
met Connie when she was 32 and I was 39. The first night we were supposed to meet, we didn't, because mobile phones were in their infant days and we had communication problems. But we did on the second day and we've been together ever since. Connie's personality is amazing, unique. She speaks her mind and doesn't hold back, and a lot of people respect her for this. As a partnership, we had our health issues and more, but we've gone through them together side by side over 20 years. Hope you're up for another 20 years, Connie. Love you forever.
Sorry I can't be with you, but I will think of you as I watch those big thighs in the scrum in Rome. I tried to make suggestions for your party, got put down when I suggested an over-the-hill party. Ancient, elderly and grey, but that wasn't allowed. Past your prime, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell. Connie, I think you're spectacular, and I will always think you're spectacular. I wish you only the best as you join the Over the Hill Club. Have fun tonight. I hope they've looked after you really well, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. You take care and happy birthday.
There isn't one word to describe Connie, but the only one I can think of is eccentric, just like the rest of us.
Eric didn't want me to use this word to describe you, Connie, but my word for you is just special. I think you're very special. You're a special sister to me. And one word isn't enough, so I'm going to use all the letters of special to say a bit more about you. So firstly, S, I think you're strong. You're a strong woman and you take no nonsense. P, I think you're persistent and you persevere despite adversity. E, I think you're energetic. You make things happen. You don't sit down. You just move forward. C, Connie, you're very caring. You're a kind, caring sister. I, you're an independent thinker and you have your own views. And A, awesome. You're just plain awesome. And L, you're a natural female leader. And yeah, Connie, you're special, a very special sister, and I love you and wish you a great 60th birthday.
Good evening, Connie and family. I want to wish you a very happy birthday, Connie. And also I'd like to welcome you to the Over 60s Club. Muriel asked me during a conversation how I would describe you, Connie, and I instantly said, inspirational, a woman of great courage and stamina, definitely her father's daughter. Enjoy your special evening, Connie. Love from myself and Brian. Party on, girl.
Hi, Connie. Wishing you a fantastic 60th birthday and hope to see you soon. I've been asked to give my one word to describe you, Connie, and my one word is vibrant, as it portrays the animated, colourful, lively, energetic and sparkling woman that you are, with massive determination that inspires us all. Enjoy your night. Talk soon.
Hi, Connie. I describe you first and foremost as generous. You are a giver. You shared all you had with me growing up, makeup, clothes, and never saw me without lunch money. That £3 pocket money was well gone by Thursday and Friday. You were the one that brought me the whole way from Donegal to Dublin to begin my nursing career, with my everything in 2 suitcases, a deed that I will always be grateful for. I am sure we all have examples of your generosity. That's why you deserve to see some of that generosity returned to you tonight. Age is only a number, and you will be forever young at heart. Love you, Karen.
Hi, Connie. Claire asked us to do a word that describes you or sums you up. I realised I couldn't think of one word, so I've wrote you a big essay which I'll read to you on the night. But when I think of you, I always say she's some woman for one woman.